Hello, loves. How are y'all?
Chilling, ready for Miami.
Hey,
Oh
baby.
yeah, when are you coming?
Uh, so I'm coming on the 30th. Here's the thing. Oh, let's since we're in therapy, here's a funny story from today. The reason I'm coming on the 30th is on the 29th. I was gonna come earlier, but on the 29th, I had a close childhood friend's wedding. That was planned. I got an email like 2 hours ago that the wedding has been canceled. Now, in a lot of areas, that's like, oh, what's going on? But the worst part is the girl he was marrying, her older brother is married to my friend's older sister. So it was two sets of siblings getting
Wait,
married, and they just canceled the wedding for the second one.
Can two, can
Why?
two,
I want to
is that
know.
I don't
legal?
know. I don't know. They didn't say. Yeah, it's two different sets of siblings. It's not. I believe that's called wincest.
wait, you got two
Okay.
brothers and two sisters, and they're interchanging?
It was one brother, one sister marrying a brother and a sister from another family.
They
All
need
right,
That
some
what's
doesn't
up?
family
clarify
therapy.
anything.
Okay.
Is this
Yeah,
game
All right.
recorded?
that is a
All
good
right.
point.
What's up, Fungible?
Just vibing, really looking forward to this. I can't wait to meet all of your demons and hug them with open arms. Um, yeah, just really excited to be here. Appreciate you holding some space, and shout out to this lovely therapist for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I think I'm happy to be here. It depends on what kind of stuff you're about to unload on me, but I'm here. So, and I charge by the
Spit it.
hour.
Ready to unload
Ooh,
something.
Yeah,
me me too.
they
Nice.
are. I
All
fucked my
right.
last therapist.
Wait, what?
Real shit?
This is starting off
Oh
strong.
my gosh. I love you,
This
Aaron.
space is being recorded.
Suddenly, my name is Last Therapist.
That's why
Uh,
she's named the Queen of Sims.
all right, I just put out the tweet. I'm just letting everyone know that we are live. If anybody could take a minute just to share that, that would be awesome. And then I think we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of therapy for today. Now, if you're like me, you've lost a lot of money in the last few months. It's okay. It's okay to admit it. Market went against us. 80,000% APY was too good to be true. You know, they weren't going to send two Bitcoins back for one Bitcoin. I get it. It's a rough road out here. And, now you're a little down on your luck. But the good thing is we have each other. We have community. And even better than community, we have DankBank. And today, DankBank has sponsored a therapist for us, a trading therapist who has come in. So we're going to be taking questions from the panel. We also are taking questions from the DankBank Discord channel. If you click into DankBank's profile, you will see the Discord is linked in the profile. I'm in the Discord. You should be in the Discord. And you can follow along the conversation in there. So without further ado, I'll let you introduce yourself, the DankBank therapist, and then we can take it from there.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to therapy. I'm hoping that this isn't your first time talking to a professional, especially because I'm not a professional. In fact, this is just a hobby for me. Um, in fact, I wouldn't be a therapist if it wasn't for Prez and Harry. I somehow got caught. They were crying, and I was there for them in a moment of need. Sometimes I channel, from a higher source. I don't know. It wasn't me speaking; it was someone else. Um, and I was just there for them when they were. I don't know. Someone said that the meme economy was stupid, I guess, and I don't even know what that means. Listen, I actually, if I can go ahead and just be front, I have no college education. In fact, I don't even have a high school degree. So I'm going to do my best to listen to you, hear you out, be here as a source of support. And that's that. Do you have any questions to get going? How can I help you guys? Who's the most damaged?
Prez, go for it.
Oh, the hand went right up when you said damaged.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it seems to me like there's some people who are more determined to get help than me. I would just say that you realize pretty early on, in this game that like sane people don't start meme trading platforms. So we've been really, really reliant on the help of the professional oversight of our friend. I guess we're kind of friends now, right? Anyway,
I'll charge a little extra for that, but sure, we can be friends.
so anyway, actually, if you would like to expose how you feel first, that would be really great. Thank you.
Expose how I feel.
No, not you. The blonde woman to my right.
Got it.
Although you know.
Oh, is it my turn?
Ashley.
I mean, I just saw your hand shoot up as soon as the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I figured
Well, anytime somebody talks about being damaged, it's just reflex. But one of my questions is, so I have a lot of friends in the space who have lost like everything, like Wolf was saying, and just won't stop coping. Like they just, got a lot of problems. Do you have any advice for someone who needs to accept the loss and just be fucking better, I guess?
Ooh, that's a good one. How many of you guys can relate to this question? I have a feeling it's a lot of you. From what I understand, trading memes on DankBank is a great way to make peace with the concept of life is pain, life is suffering, and losing over and over and over again is a part of life. So it sounds like this hasn't worked out for your friends in the past. Do your friends ever, I don't know, go outside, touch grass, maybe breathe fresh air? I don't know, touch skin, are they touching people? That sounds wrong. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe they're just too frail. Maybe they just can't handle it. There's a lot, I need I need a little bit more information. Are these guys little bitches, for lack of a better word?
The only thing they touch is themselves, and they tend to sit at the computer all day, minimal sunlight, eat chips and drink Mountain Dew, those kind of people.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those ones. They tend to leave a lot of comments on my Instagram videos. Yeah, I would say the best advice I can give those folks is to go to real therapy with someone that isn't, actually has, I don't know, a degree in something. And also, yeah, move your body. Feel the grass underneath your feet. Understand what it means to lift the weight of something other than a roll of toilet paper. And doing those small things will bring you eventual happiness, even in the midst of loss. Boom! Nailed it. What's up next?
Oh, we have a real doctor. We have another doctor joining us.
Amazing.
All right. Fungi, you want to go next?
Yeah, for sure. As the chief of vibes here, I've got to deal with all kinds of vibes. Sometimes it's hard to speak directly to people about their vibes, maybe
Sure.
when they're a little off. I'm wondering if you have any suggestions for telling a friend or community member that their vibes are off without insulting them or getting subtweeted.
Ooh. Let's repeat oh my gosh, make it a little more succinct for me. One more time.
What's the friendliest way I can tell someone their vibes are off?
This is one of the age-old questions, is it not? Because obviously if they're a friend and there's someone that you care about, you can't just, straight up just say, bro, your vibes are off. Sometimes, this is what I found this is just life experience talking. Honestly, I'm illiterate, never opened a book. But what I will say is that anytime that I'm needing to give tough news to someone, I find that giving it along with some kind of gift helps. So, can Can you say that with a candle, perhaps? Could you maybe mail a bar of soap and with a note that says your vibes are off? I don't know. Is there some way to counteract the meanness of what you're saying? That would be my advice. That's just personal life experience, though. I don't know. I'm sure there's a
I
answer to your
love that.
question.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Everyone
That's
loves a
great.
candle.
I think green candles especially. I mean, maybe sending them some Feels Pepe meme. I think that could be a really thoughtful
Exactly.
gift.
Yep. Your
Maybe
head's in the
Satan
right place.
Pepe if I'm gonna lean into, how brutal they're being, but like in a funny way.
Humor
And then maybe a bit of Dank
helps.
Pepe if like I noticed they really turn it around. So yeah, I never thought of that.
Well, I'm here to help.
Damn, you're good.
Love to see it. All right, Aaron, you want to go next?
Yeah, I would love to go next. I'm in desperate need of advice. I'm a full-time day trader now, and I'm not doing the best. I'm sick of seeing people who have no idea what they're doing make life-changing money, like buying Lambos and shit, while I sit here every day studying charts and I make absolutely nothing. And I've resorted to calling them losers and long titty, no nipple having ass bitches on Twitter, and I just can't do it anymore. Do you have any advice for me?
This is an interesting situation that we're in because the energy that I'm picking up on is very male incel, and yet you seem to be an attractive woman. Is that actually your photo, or are you undercover?
Yeah, that's me.
Wow, unbelievable.
I've seen her tits, so I can confirm that's her.
Okay, well, honestly, it threw me for a loop, and this is why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Remember that. I did hear that somewhere. Listen, it does sound to me, first of all, I like your move of just complete and utter hostility on Twitter. That's always a good idea. And a lot comes from that. Usually we see change pretty immediately when people are just talking into the abyss that is Twitter. But I will say that it sounds to me like you need more of like an ape mentality. If you're already, you're in that incel energy right now, but just go one step further and just go straight Neanderthal. If that would be my advice, quite honestly, like, stop thinking so much, start using your looks more, and continue being an asshole on the internet. That's my advice to you. I hope this helped.
Okay. Thank you, therapist. Fuck everyone else.
That's right. Good attitude. She's there. She's already starting.
Love to see it. Evan, you seem less damaged than the rest. You got any questions?
Or better at hiding it. So what do you say to the people with the thick skin, I guess, who like to not show any of those emotions online? What do you say to those people?
Those people, I think, are even more dangerous, quite honestly. Those people work in the shadows, behind the keyboards. Those are the witches, honestly, of the internet. I would suggest probably, oh man, there's definitely some spells you can look into online. I can't really mention, this is being recorded, but you can do some digging. Definitely going to want some rose quartz crystal for sure. That's a no-brainer. Got to have that. But there's some other ingredients you're definitely going to need, and these aren't just pick them up at Whole Foods kind of thing. So make sure that you really do your research. Only organic. That's a must as well. But yeah, if you use my code therapist at checkout, you will get a 25% rebate. Anyway, my suggestion would be to use the dark arts. If you don't have the guts to look them in the screen and say fuck you, then my suggestion is to go into a different type of dimension and start thinking outside the box, literally.
I've got a question that just came in through Discord, and I know that we had agreed that we would speak in advance about any strange questions from users, but I feel like this is one that might be worthy of an exception. Do you mind if I share it?
Okay, I'm nervous.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's more of an opinion question than anything else. So someone just wrote in
Okay.
Discord, they said, so I have a girlfriend with rather large and sizable breasts.
Oh
They
my
are not
God.
only large, but also naturally firm and do not droop too much. Perfect proportions for online art enthusiasts. New paragraph. Being a crypto man, I suggested that we take many nude photographs of her bodacious breasts and mint them.
Mhm.
And then, after covering them in peppermint oil, I'm sorry, I didn't get this far, turn them into NFTs. Now, new paragraph, I'm sorry. Now, I've heard the NFTs are selling for thousands and even millions of dollars worth of Ethereum. So my question is, will her big breast NFTs make me a millionaire so that I don't have to waste time working at Wendy's anymore?
Okay, a few questions come to mind here right off the bat. Number one, what is drooping too much? Asking for a friend. I need to know what that measurement is. Second of all, I don't think you've ever seen tits, if I'm being quite honest, just the way that I don't know anyone who's had sex. I don't think they've ever used the word bodacious. That sounds like something you've picked up in a porno mag that your dad left behind when he left you behind. Thirdly, what else was there? God, there was a lot to unpack here. Will you become a millionaire? Have you seen the show Pam and Tommy? Look, women need to make money off their own bodies, and if you want to make money off their body, karma will come and get you. It'll bite you in the ass. If you haven't seen Pam and I don't even work for Hulu. Okay, they're not giving me any money out of this. I will find a way to charge them, but my suggestion is to find a website that, and I'm sure this exists. There's got to be some website out there where people pay money to see small dicks. And my suggestion is for you to go to that website and sell pictures of your tiny little pee-pee. Thank you.
Holy shit. You got roasted, dude.
Hey, we should mention if anybody else wants to submit questions, we're taking these from the therapy channel in the Dank Bank Discord, and I have pinned that up top. So you can easily join for free. You can hit us with your weirdest and wackiest questions. Those are, again, up top. That is pinned. Please go ahead and drop questions. Okay, I see we have more. Ashley, what's going on?
Yeah, I got another question. This is for some people in the audience. Well, it's for you, but it's directed at people in the audience. I think a lot of the people in the space are just like frail white dudes who run multiple anonymous accounts and pretend to have fake identities, just to be cool or whatever. I think it's really weird that we just allow these people to kind of, tweet among us. Do you have any advice for these weirdos?
To be honest, I understand the question. But honestly, I don't know how many of these people are out walking, to be totally honest. It's a valid fear. These are the types that I don't really think strike me as the type of people who are out like getting their 3,000 steps in. So, will you run into them at the grocery store now and then? Sure. Are you guys both going to go for a bottle of mayo? Of course, that's life. But I wouldn't be, my advice is, if you're focusing too hard on someone else and what they're doing, you lose the opportunity to focus on yourself. What are things internally that I can be working on? With that being said, most sociopaths are non-hostile. So, I don't know. keep that in mind as well. If you do go both go for the mayo, just know it's going to be okay.
I got a follow-up question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me your tits?
Oh, they're not paying me enough for that.
All right.
Dank Bank will incur the cost of the lesson, bro, but not the. I guess this is a lesson. You
But
understand
will
what
they
I'm
All
saying?
incur
right.
the cost of the lawsuit? That's the question.
I think we have another question. This one's from Discord. I'll ask them from Discord. This is from Consortium Alpha, and
Okay.
they said, "Thank you for this. Just discovered y'all. How the fuck do I recover my life savings? Do I A, rob a metaverse bank, B, hold a Bored Ape hostage, C, replace the Wendy's Twitter troll? I think that's John W. Rich Kid, or D, mint D NFTs."
I'm gonna be honest. I'm too ADHD. I didn't hear a single word you just said. Once I started hearing a quiz, automatically I got triggered. I was back in 8th grade wondering why I was in an honors class, and that's why I dropped out, if I'm being honest. Now I'm getting therapy. Look at me. Wow. But yeah, this is actually too much for me. ABC, all of the above. That's usually what I choose in moments like these.
What happens if I buy all the memes?
I'm guessing that is when you finally get to meet Colin Farrell. I've read that. I think I read that somewhere, but again, I'm illiterate, so maybe that's not right. That's maybe more of a Prez question.
All right, let's regroup here. So for anybody that joined in recently, you may not understand what's going on. You probably have come to some of my other spaces. I do 30 to 40 hours a week. They're not all quite like this one. But what we are doing here is a little bit of trading therapy. It's been rough seasons, but I think an introduction would be useful. We have the Dank Bank therapist here, courtesy of Dank Bank, paying her by the hour. I heard it's pricey. So I would like to know, how did you become associated with Dank Bank, and what does your background look like?
How did I get? Well, that's a great question. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but I can go into a little more detail. Basically, our boys here, Prez and Harry, I have a feeling that it's been a little tough for them working in this space. They're used to, their mommies and daddies putting them to bed every night and folding their laundry for them and making them mac and cheese. And all of a sudden they're running a whole company, and it's stressful. And I happened to be doing some blow in a bathroom in, one night and ran into them, and the rest is history. Honestly, I'm not saying that cocaine is a good idea, but I am saying that it's given me a completely new career path that I never thought I'd have. So take that with a grain of salt. But that's pretty much it. And just being here, being a good listener, unless it involves a quiz. That's what's made me a good therapist, I think, today. But who knows? Maybe I'll retire and do something else. I have some coke to blow through tonight. We'll see.
Fascinating. Prez, you got another question lined up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have. Let's see. Yeah, sure. This is something that we've actually spoken about in previous sessions. But when you are working in Web3, obviously, like the
'Cause I know what that is.
savory like cryptocurrencies, like the savory people don't typically pursue this career path because they have like higher standards for themselves and such.
Sure.
So oftentimes I find that like my coworkers and like the people that I am forced to spend time with in this space are unkempt. Sometimes like kind of on like the smellier end of the spectrum. There's not there's a lot of thought going into how can I obtain more cryptocurrency, and not a lot of thought going into like how can I maintain my body. So do you have any advice for how to like coexist with people who are operating on such a low level?
Oh, a lot to unpack here as well. What I'm hearing though is that you would eat. Okay, this is a tough one because we're getting into people's bodies, and this is a tough situation. All right, we got to think outside the box again here. Let me ask you this. Is there any way to change the food setup in this building? Instead of Red Bull, can we maybe have some, like, I don't know, we got to upgrade these people's nutrition is what I'm thinking. If they start smelling to high heaven, they're living on Red Bull and cigarettes. And I don't know if we can fix that, ground level. That's a possibility. First thing
So
that came to mind.
so it's my fault.
I'm
that
just
my
saying that you can
employees are-
encourage, well, listen, I'm just saying you can encourage the outcome that you want. And honestly, kiddos, this goes in any situation in your life. How do you want to encourage the outcome that you want? And in this case, it's at the Christmas party. You give them a gift of deodorant and a fun little, this is another place where candles can come into place. And into play here. Again, candles solve a lot of problems. My mom has said this, my grandmother said this, and now I'm saying this. So aromatherapy, just plug in some Glade plugins, That's easy. Thought you were gonna give me a hard one.
Okay, here. How about this? There are two questions in the Discord. I'll let you pick the one you like more. Is that cool? Would that make you happy? Here.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so one person says, "What's your opinion on anime body pillows?" And oh wow, it's actually worded very hostily. They said, "What's your opinion on anime body pillows, and why are you wrong?" And then somebody else said, "Let's see." Somebody said something about, is it bad if you're is it weird to have tits as a man?
Okay, I'll answer both of these quickly and succinctly. What I'm hearing here is that, first of all, number one, is it okay for men to have tits? Don't all men have tits? Just a few of them also ate a little less food, but it's everybody's got something. Okay.
JW Rich has 3.
Dude, Mark, whoever that dude is, him, he's got 3 nipples. So, everybody's a little different. And what the bigger question is again, how can I capitalize on these titties? Okay. This is something women have been doing for millennia, and you idiots haven't picked up on it. If anything, I'm going, quit looking at the tits and start looking within. Why aren't you? This is a financial opportunity. Always. Everybody loves boobs. Who doesn't? Anyway, that's fine. We've talked a lot about tits today. Secondly, what was the other one? I forgot. It was an ADHD moment. Anime pillows. How could I forget those? At this point, judging by the types of people that we've been discussing here, and the more I'm starting to get a picture painted of our demographic, I say anime pillows are a great idea. It is an amazing alternative to, I don't know, swiping right with me on a dating app, and then I find out that you're weird. Just keep that shit to yourself with your fun, cute little anime pillow, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's a great idea. Cuddle with something, talk to them, make sure you wash it regularly. No judgment from me, though.
I want to pop in here with 2 things. First off, found this hilarious. So the ex-CFO of Twitter is Mike Gupta, and I'm only saying this now, but he was just sitting here for like 10 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, the ex-CFO of Twitter was just chilling in here listening to the therapy session. I'm trying to guess how he found the space. My guess is he follows Parikh. Now, I don't know. I'm just, if I had to like put a shot out there, that's my guess. He knows a good doctor when he sees one. And on the other side of things, I just want to kind of, give a moment of thanks to the one that brought us all together here today. So we have 200 people in a therapy session, probably the largest Twitter therapy session of all time. And that is DankBank. And for anyone that's unfamiliar, we haven't even talked about it all. We did it all last week. Last week, we did a full-on session on how to trade memes. And guess what? You might not know it, but memes are tradable. And in fact, they are all live right now. And all you have to do is go to dankbank.co. I'm pretty sure. dankbank.co. You can link in your MetaMask, whatever you got going on, and immediately you are taken to the meme economy. There's literally a nice trade now button, and you'll see all your favorite memes. Hide your kids, hide your wife, the feisty Doge, Tips Fedora, the 10 guy, and so many more. And here's the thing, they're trading with real valuations. And when I say some of these valuations, you probably don't believe them, but they're real and they're going on right now. These are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife is valued at $452,000 right now. That's 151 ETH. High OK is valued at 349. The 10 guys at 1.5 million. The Doge is valued right now at $45 million. You can own a piece of these. They are all fractionalized. They're all live on dankbank.co. A bunch of people on this panel have already bought them. I've got my Dank Bank box. I'm excited for it. And a lot of them have been going up. I mean, these valuations are honestly up. I'm taking a look real quick at the El Doge. And, well, that one's real pricey. It is moved up a little bit, but the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife, I heard that this price was moving pretty nicely. I know a couple people in our audience have already made money. Yeah, I mean, look at this thing. It's already up 8% today, 8% this week. Very nice to see. So we're having good times here. So just want to point that out there. There is a lot of opportunity here to trade memes. So shout out to Dank Bank, and we can get back to the therapy. I'll bring it back to the therapy. There's some real interesting questions in this Discord going on right now. I'll just be completely honest. I haven't read this one all the way through, but I'm going to start reading it, and hopefully the end of it doesn't get bad, right? So
great strategy.
Yeah, that's my strategy. Okay, so Papa123 with Captain America Pepe meme as his profile picture said, so I DM this model. We've been talking for a couple days now. She really hates Carbone and Mykonos, so we settled for a villa in Saint Tropez. She wanted to be the sugar baby, but I don't have the money to be the sugar daddy. So I've settled on a plan, borrow money from other girls who I claim to love by asking them to take out loans for me. I think the process will work, and even pitched it to a couple friends of mine. They all think the value prop and CAC is worked. So now I plan on being able to spoil her with my new money and need suggestions on how to better optimize this process so I can buy her both a Lamborghini and a super yacht.
Wow. You know, I think I've mentioned here a few times that my IQ is on the lower side, but this sounds like a pretty foolproof plan. I I don't know how other people haven't tried this already, but you know, first thoughts when I hear this is, you know, this is just my experience. You know, you don't want to get too far out in the weeds. So what I would do is think not just how can you steal the maximum amount of, you know, people's money, and you know, don't let ego drive you here. What I would do is think, how can I turn this into a TV series and pitch it to Netflix and potentially, you know, I don't know, maybe even make a meme and then sell those memes. I don't know. That's just me spitballing. It's like, you know, work smarter, not harder. But it sounds like a pretty foolproof plan, if you ask me. I don't know.
Thank you. That was me, by the way. I appreciate the advice. I'm just a little more worried.
I'm sure that was you.
On being able to get the super yacht. A lot of them are seized right now. Trying to cop one of those, but would love some advice, other suggestions on how I can get that. Because, I mean, ever since we DM'd just 2 days ago, I've just nothing but love. And yeah, thank you so much.
Of course. What's up?
I would really love to get John's input. John, this seems like a strategy that's really up your alley, is what I'm saying here. And if you have any input on this, definitely not introducing Ponzi schematics into dating, I would definitely love that. But until we can hear from you, let's hear from Ashley.
All right, this is a really important question. So my husband, you know, caught me drawing pictures of, you know, a monkey with really big titties, and now he thinks I'm a lesbian for animals. I told him it was just another NFT that I was making, and he doesn't believe me. How do I get him to trust me again?
Is this one for me or for John?
Really, it's for anyone.
Well, I'll jump in. As far as someone's echoing. Cool. gaining trust back, that one's a difficult one. I mean, is it possible? I'm just spitballing here. Is it possible to draw a photo of an ape? You said with, I believe it. You said an ape with big tiggle big bitties, big bit boobs, as it were. Could you draw one that is so amazing, so impressive, so sexual that your partner has no choice but to also fall in love with it, therefore actually bonding the two of you instead of tearing you apart?
Damn, that's good. You are good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Erin?
It's a tough call. It's a tough question. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that was a good answer. I have kind of a really important question. It's kind of deep. I have a very dear friend who, I'm not going to mention her name, but she has a really severe obsession with titties, to the point where she kind of tweets about them daily, even made a rap song about them, created her own NFT project with them in them, and has asked me every day for the last 69 days to see a picture of my titties. And it's kind of, it got so bad, like so bad, to the point where we were hanging out in Texas and we were driving on this bumpy back road, and it started just raining really hard, and I accidentally veered off the road into a field, a pasture, and we hit a cow, and our car was totaled, and both of us were knocked out and went to the hospital. And my dear friend actually went into a coma, and I sat with her and held her hand for a week. And when she woke, she looked at me, and the only thing she said was titties. How do I help her?
Oh, well, another question, another loaded, so many things to unpack. This one's about to break me. I can feel it. Because this one's tough. You know why? It's because this is actually the anniversary of the exact same event happening to me 3 years ago with my best friend. It's crazy. I never thought I would find someone else who's been through the same thing, but here we are in a Twitter space finding a community. But I'll tell you what helped me help my friend. If she's still in a coma, that was unclear if she's still in a coma. If she's still in a coma, best case scenario, stop holding her hand and instead let her hand just cup your boob right into the palm, like you're trying to keep water in your hand, like that. And honestly, if she's in a coma, she won't be for very long. This is a very useful technique. They've been doing it, I don't know, since the dawn of time. If she's not in a coma, if she's out walking around, but she's got an addiction to titties, there is this is a problem. There is a center here in Los Angeles. It's in Malibu, called the Center to Recover People with Addictions for Titties. It is pretty expensive, but if you guys have some memes you could share or sell or do whatever, move some crypto and Web3, whatever you crazy kids do, maybe you could help her out, get her the treatment she deserves.
Okay, good advice. I think I'm going to send her away.
All right, we've got more stuff coming into this Discord here. Shout out everybody who's joining the Discord. Good to see that happening. All right, someone said, my plan was to quit my real job to trade memes full time, but now my wife is pregnant and won't let me quit unless my meme portfolio is up to 600K. I'm nowhere near that. How can I convince her to let me quit tomorrow without a big meme portfolio?
Oh, this is an easy one. I don't know. The problem is, it doesn't matter what I say. You guys don't listen. Clean the dishes. Take out the trash. Take her out on a date. Buy her flowers. Make sure she comes. Huh? Maybe take out the vibrator without her asking once or twice, bub. Okay? You want to see a happy woman? You make her toes curl nightly, multiple times a night. She'll literally, I know you've heard of post-nut syndrome, right? Women have it too. We just never get to experience it. So give her that. She'll be dumb as a brick. She'll say yes to whatever you want to say. The answer is always pleasure your woman. Thank you. I feel like if I had a microphone, I would drop it. Right? That's my whole platform. I'm also running for office, by the way. I didn't want to drop it, but yeah, I'm running for office. I will be the mayor of Kansas. It's been on my vision board for a long time.
You should run for mayor of Gary, Indiana. I hear it's a heated race.
I have heard that as well.
Wow. I feel like not a lot of people got that. All right. I brought up DeCap Pro because they've been requesting the whole time. Did you have a question?
So I'll go back to my question I asked on the Discord. Your ADHD dunk got you away from listening. So I was asking, I lost all my savings. How do I recover them? Option A was, should I rob a MetaMask bank? Number 2, should I replace the Wendy's Twitter troll? And it's John, I'm guessing. Should I send should I mint DNFTs? And also, okay, answer those ones if possible.
I'm going to go with number 1. This is just a gut feeling. I'm going to be honest. Not everything is numbers and statistics and calculations. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. So hope it works out for you, but I'm going to go with number 1. And if it doesn't work out for you, you don't know me, and this never happened.
We actually have your metadata. We've tracked it while you've been live on the space.
I don't know what that means.
No, I'm kidding. Chad, what's up? You seem like a guy with a need for a therapist. No, I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
No, we all do. Wait, no question? Sorry. I thought Evan's response
You hurt
was better.
him.
Evan's response is great.
Can't believe
missed
this,
that.
man. I'm out of here.
I told Evan he seemed like he didn't need a therapist compared to the rest of us, and he said maybe I'm just better at hiding it. So who knows?
I just want to take extra credit. I was pretty quick too on the spot, so just a little extra hype.
Very quick.
These fucking memes, I swear, they're gonna kill me.
Chad, how many memes have you bought in the last week?
Too fucking many.
Is it working?
69.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
You can't never buy too many.
Both Prez and Harry held a gun to my head and, made me buy.
Recorded on.
That's crazy.
Hey,
the exact same thing happened to me.
You know what? That's what someone who is lying would say. If that is not
You fraud.
That's exactly what someone with a gun to someone else's head would say.
Can I ask a question that's in the Discord? It's kind of an old one. I just feel like there's a good answer, maybe somewhere deep in there.
Okay, deep in where exactly?
The question hole. Someone said, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I lost it." Oh, how do I properly eat ass?
Oh, you don't. That's the answer to that one. No. Ooh, how do you eat ass?
Girls aren't gonna like
Why
that
not?
one.
Delicately, hygienically, and passionately.
Is there a way to make it less inherently awkward?
All right.
This is getting off track.
Yeah. All right. Ashley, I'd love for you to read out this copy pasta. Sorry, very clear copy pasta. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Now that I'm about halfway through it, please ignore that one. That is in the Discord. Although, hey, if people want a good laugh, hop in the Discord right now. There are some very unique characters that are laying out either their life problems or they just went on Reddit. Maybe a combination of the two. I would love to get some more interesting ones. Okay. Well, therapist, what's your favorite meme right now, actually? I'm curious, some people need a little bit of happiness in their life. They don't get it too often. Memes are good for cheering people up. They keep people together. They create community. So what's your favorite meme right now that's tradable?
Oh, that is a good question that I definitely have an answer for.
Bro, you have got to be fucking with me. How are all these people finding the space? This is like the one time I do a space like this and Michael Dell's in the crowd. Are you kidding me? What the
Yeah,
heck?
it's me. It's me.
Parikh,
Okay,
what are you doing?
I have a confession to make. Listen, I did just break a bit of character there. I lied earlier. I said that I was that I was uneducated and that I didn't have a college degree. I'm actually one of the most prestigious psychiatrists in the world. I'm undercover right now. I can't reveal my identity, but this has been Prez and Harry's gift to you guys. They didn't just get some hack off some comedian who can improvise or anything crazy like that. I am real, and you can believe me. And so that's the truth. I hope you guys can still trust me and my opinions. But I have a huge following, is what I'm getting at, and they're all here because of me. So
All right,
that's why.
I scared Michael Dell off, but not before I got the screenshot.
Good. That's good. Good work, host.
Throwback to
I
when
think he
people
came
out.
for the eating ass question.
Yeah, he did. Throwback to when MySpace Tom came into one of my spaces. That was a good time too. All right, now we just need Elon. What's up, Fungible?
I was going to ask, since, you said previously that you weren't technically a registered therapist. If that's the case, does client confidentiality exist? And if it doesn't, I'd be very interested to hear the most embarrassing things that Harry and Prez have ever told you.
Wow, this is a man who is thinking 3 steps ahead. If I can assume your gender here in 2022.
Nailed it.
Great. Wow. It was a tough shot there. So an embarrassing. Yeah, actually, I never had them sign paperwork, and it's honestly it's kind of on them for them to never look into my background or to read my resume. It actually is very clear on there what I do. An embarrassing story that they told me. Oh, there's so many. I think their biggest problem right now is dating. And I keep telling Prez that if he wants to have a good date, he needs to stop dressing like a goofball. I think is how I kind of summarized it. Stop dressing like a goober. He's been wearing a lot of ill-fitting pants.
You goober, loser.
You goober. And yeah, so it's been embarrassing. There's just a string of events, honestly, that they're all embarrassing. But then when he shows me pictures of what he wore on the date, I think that's even more embarrassing. So, if you guys, I don't know if you guys know him personally, but if you do, let's stage an intervention. Let's get this guy a new pair of pants, huh? Let's do that quickly.
We love to see it. All right, I'm going to take another stab at the crowd here. Bashara, don't let me down. Bashara.eth. Trying once, trying twice. Not sold. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't know what that was. All right, Chad, you're not going to throw us any questions? Pain. All right, Prez, I'm bringing it back.
I have I'm sorry, I was
What's
on
up,
mute.
Bashara?
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Awesome. I have a quick question. How do you keep dick pics out of your DMs?
How do I keep dick pics out of my DMs?
Yes.
I don't let any men follow me online, period. If you have a penis, you can't follow me. That's just protocol.
What if they cut it off?
They can absolutely be my friend, but again, no. Unless this is like a trans discussion, in which case, don't get me, this isn't, Don't do this to me.
Canceled immediately.
You know, if it was like an accident and some young man like tripped and fell and ripped off his wiener, I would, you know, obviously I might have I'll make some exceptions. This is not what I am here to be discussing right now. I was really hoping we could talk about some inner child wounds, because that shit is, you know, that's what gets me off, but not literally. Fucking pervs.
I got a question. You know, I noticed in the DankBank server, there's a host of like bot commands where you can type like, you know, different phrases and a bot will spit out an answer. And I found it really interesting to see that by far the most heavily used, hardest commanded bot is the dick size bot. Do you have any ideas of why that might be?
Yes.
Or maybe what that says about the space?
Yes. I would call this, I definitely would put that in a folder into the file of dick envy, or, you know, in some cultures they call it small dick energy. It all depends on where you are. But, you know, just in general, money isn't going to make you happy, okay? It will definitely improve your life in many, many ways. But, you know, it's not, I don't know, it's not going to make you happy. It will, it will definitely improve things, like I said. But I don't know. I think that a lot of people, I don't know why we keep talking about dicks. Next question.
All right, yeah, these prompts are very interesting. Not gonna lie, in this Discord. Okay, so I know some people have to dip at 6. So Ashley, I wanted to bring it to you to see if you had any more questions, thoughts, concerns, things like that.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask. I've had like a really big problem my whole life. It's a really, really big problem. How do you cope with having really large titties?
I wouldn't know. I don't have them. But maybe ask your mom or whoever is asking this question. Whoever gave you them would probably have the answers. I'm guessing a supportive bra.
Hey guys, so you know how DankBank is like paying for this session? We're running out of money, so maybe we get like one more creative question in there. I've got one that I'm looking at about e-girl bathwater that seems entertaining, and then there's something I want to say about our therapist. But yeah, I just figured I'd throw that little tidbit of information out
Little
there.
goober.
Yeah, our treasury's dry, baby.
Goober.
Stop.
You
Get
need,
lost.
oh,
Fucking goober.
I started this. I'm so sorry.
yo, TikTok investors, you need to like subtly slide some, you know, subtle messaging into the TikTok world that memes are the next big thing to blow up. That's how we'll
Great
rebuild
idea.
the DankBank cachet.
I mean, look, I do have a question for the therapist if we're going to be honest here. So
Okay.
it has nothing to do with dicks or titties. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I don't want to. It's a little too much. So
I mean, it's very Freudian, you know, but
yeah. So huge development last night. We found out that we were blocked by Ja Rule. It's
wow.
really quite disappointing, to be honest with you. More disappointing than the amount of money that I've lost over the last 3 months in the market. So, Miss Therapist, what should I do? Like, what should we do? Like, we need Ja Rule to unblock TTI. What is the best course of action?
Oh man, well listen, I don't know what your budget is, but if money wasn't an option, I would absolutely write a #1 hit single called Take Me Back, Ja Rule. And it would be the greatest song that this generation has ever heard. And Ja Rule will hear it, and I actually have done therapy for Ja. The man is hard as a rock. I mean, not like just no emotions, and that's how, you know, that's That's why they call him Ja Rule, because he's such a tough guy. And I have a feeling that if we were to do this, if we were to make a song, that's close, I don't know, something like that's like Imagine, or something simple, just like the greatest song this generation has ever heard, he'll have no choice but to cry and take you back. And I believe in you, because although it is expensive, it is a good expense. And if I know anything about investing, it's throw a lot of money at something that probably won't get you any financial benefit. So hope that
Wow,
helps.
that was very insightful. Thank you so much.